Hi, today my video is going to be about the things that I don't like. There are a lot of things I don't like. I'm not going to lie about that. I'm not a very positive person. I'm a pessimist. I see bad in everything. But the way I see it, if you think of the worst thing, it can only get better. So be a pessimist, because you're never disappointed, except for when you're disappointed. People who indicate at the last second or not at all. So I'm walking along the path, about to cross the road. I look left, I look right, I was taught well, and nothing's coming, nobody's indicated, so I start walking. When a car starts to beep at me, screaming, and I'm almost flailing around on the floor dying. Bus drivers' inability to see me. So this goes to a story that happened a few weeks ago, after I went to see Circus of Horrors. I went to go get a bus and I saw it there. I wasn't very far from the bus stop and I was with my mum and my sister, and we started like travelling faster. We get near there and I stand in front of the bus. Stop, I'm in front of you, let me on. So he flashes his lights and I'm like, okay, I know I'm in front of you, but if you can guarantee me a place on this bus with my family, I'll move. And do it one more time. He flashes, I move to the side, and he drives off. What happened? Sometimes I think I'm generally invisible in society when people push into me, which is another thing I hate, but I didn't think of that one. But when I'm actually standing in front of a bus and you can see me, but you still won't let me on. People who have opinions about politics but don't vote. I have quite a lot of people in my family like that, when they're like, oh, this country's turning to crap, blah 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 blah. I was going to say this team, it's not football, this party would do better. Do you vote? No, it won't make a difference. And it's like, okay. Preachers. South East London, full of them. You go to shopping centres, Lewisham, Bromley, Croydon, wherever you want. There'll always be a man on a box. But he'll stand there in his box with his mic and his little speaker in his pocket, and he'll tell me that I'm going to hell, basically, because I don't believe in God. Okay. There's also the people that knock on the doors. I respect religion. To the point where if you want to be religious, that is fine, that is up to you, but that is not my choice. If I was to knock on your door and just screamed science in your face, you would not appreciate it. The word moist. 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 People who don't respect the older generation. When I see old people, it may be pretty patronising, but I go, oh, that's just because I'm a douche, okay? And I see an old couple, and I'm like, oh, that's adorable, they're together still. That's somebody who's not romantic at all. But I don't like it when people say bad things, or I hear stories about people disrespecting old people. There's all these stories of care homes who are kind of mistreating them, and it's like, well, I live across the road from a care home, and if I knew something like that was going on, no. You're not mean to people that are old, because they're brilliant and they tell you amazing stories. The stories they have, it's like, oh yeah, my best friend, when I was in primary school, she got bombed on, but it was fine because she came to school the next day. There's crazy stories, and it's like, why do I bitch and moan about everything? You survived so much. Pub toilets, school toilets, shopping centre toilets, anywhere where I don't know who's been there, because most of the time you walk into the toilet, there is always something, just something somewhere, whether it's in the toilet, around the toilet, or there's no toilet roll, or there's something etched on the wall. It doesn't need to be done. Just have a pee, go, live life. I don't get it. Sales assistants, not all of them. I know people who work in sales. I don't want to be that person that hates them all. But people who are patronising work in sales. Yeah, I just don't like people that are rude to me. You're being paid, and all you do is like stand around. I wouldn't be like that in sales. I'd probably be so happy that people would avoid coming to me at the till. But that's fine. Another thing I don't like, endings, stupid endings to movies. My prime example is The Others, Nicole Kidman, based around wartime. We did it for GCSE, for media. And, well, if you don't want to know what happens, put your fingers in your ears and just go, they're all dead. Her children, her, she killed them, hey. It's a stupid story. You think it's all okay? No. You think other people are ghosts? No. Okay. Ears out. All good. Okay. Pens with legs. This seems pretty far out, but I mean, you're on the phone or you've got something that you need to write down and there are no pens in this world. People who wear foundation on their lips. Really? On your... I don't wear foundation. To be honest, I don't know the designated areas for foundation, but I'm pretty sure lipstick was made for the lips. People who don't like bands but haven't given them a chance. I have a friend who doesn't like Nirvana at all. He's listened to a few songs. That's it. And I'm like, you listen to this song? No. I told him that I would force all these songs upon him, but I never did. You know? It's not his kind of thing. He doesn't like the beauty that is Kurt Cobain. But he does like the Weird Al cover. I'm gonna be a proper hipster right now for my next one. Living in the wrong decade. Everyone in the world thinks that they were born at the wrong time. And if you don't, you're a twat. Because everyone likes music or film or life or fashion from before. Well, it can't be after. Before. I personally think I should have been born in the 70s. So I could grow up in the 80s for all the films. And see Nirvana in the 90s. But no. Being called emo, goth, grunger. See, I don't see how people can call me that because I changed my, like... The KFC bargain bucket. The KFC bargain bucket. I changed my style every day, depending on how I feel. Like one time, I'll wake up and I'm just like, and I'll just wear black. Today, I was kind of, woo. So I wore a floaty skirt and a kind of t-shirt you'd buy if you were about 12. Woo. So I was generally quite happy. But yeah, firstly, half of them don't know what a goth or a grunger or an emo is, and it's like, people don't, I don't know, when I was at work, one of my friends was like, so are you a goth that likes girls? And I was like, I didn't know there were categories. Goths who don't like girls, goths who do like girls. Okay, the last one that I have, hypocrites. I don't like it when people tell me not to do something. Firstly, because it makes me want to do it. And secondly, because I see them doing it too. It's pretty self-explanatory. Hypocrites. What is the point? Parents are hypocrites, but they do it with good intentions. People in the street going like, oh, you shouldn't be drinking that, la la la. Like, don't speak to me if you're doing exactly the same thing. Maybe you're speaking from experience, but if you've got something that you're doing that you're going to tell me I shouldn't do, you should probably not do that thing near me.